What's up, everybody? Welcome to Houston, Texas. This is Jose
and Katie,
and we're going to give you guys a drive through the fourth largest city in the United States of America. 2.3 million people live in Houston and 7 million people live in the metropolitan area. And we're going to tour this little area. We are in the northwest side of the loop of the city. Look at Houston as a city that has like a beltway wrapped around it. And we're kind of going to drive around the northwest corner of it all. And I hope you guys like this video. Houston, what are your first impressions? This is our first time in Houston, both of us, right? So what are your first impressions on Houston, Katie?
I like it.
Yeah. It's very clean and orderly. Compared to other cities, it seems like everything's very clean and orderly. It's not like a mess of a city. Like, the roads seem to make sense. The roads seem to make a lot of sense. It's very clean. You don't see any litter. Everybody has decent looking cars. So far, so good. I'm actually impressed. In my mind, what I envisioned the city would be was like a Paul Wall music video or something. You know what I mean? But that's why you travel and you experience things firsthand versus just real life experience is different than what you watch on the internet or whatever. So far, what I've seen so far, it seems like a very clean and orderly city. It doesn't seem trashy. It seems very well put together. And we're in the northwest side of it all here. We're on see if we can read this intersection here. Schiller Road, and what's this one?
We're on 6.
Alright. Gas is $3.04. That's the cheapest gas ever, man.
They got Wiener Schnitzel over there.
Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your...
It's called Wiener Schnitzel.
Okay, why are there people walking on the bike lane at night? That's pretty dangerous. Oh, what do you mean, like the name of the businesses?
Yeah, it's called Wiener Schnitzel. It's German.
What does that mean?
It's like schnitzel. Hot dog schnitzel.
You good, man. So tell them where you ate at today.
Rincon Criollo. It was
Criollo.
good. It was Cuban.
Rincon Criollo. Those are the most vague Cubans I've ever seen in my whole life. They're wearing like Balenciaga and like gold belt buckles the size of a dinner plate.
Like someone else I know.
Like, not even Miami Cubans are that extravagant. Like, they're really
Pulling it out here.
yeah, they're really I was really impressed, and I'm not in a good way probably. Like, everybody's wearing like Balenciaga and like,
I don't even know what Balenciaga is. I guarantee they don't come in my size.
bro, it's like really expensive name brand stuff. And the shoes that the guy was wearing at the table in front of us were like $600 shoes. You don't buy that if you worked for it. You buy that if you pulled off a fake credit card or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how you don't just buy. You don't work and buy. I don't see me working like a 9-to-5 job and then it's just saying, all right, let's go buy some $600 shoes. That's like, you buy $600 shoes when you got that money quick. It's actually gonna be. We're gonna see the road we're on.
Yeah.
We're gonna drive this road all the way past it and then come back to our stop. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't want to drive through like parks and fields and stuff. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I get you.
We'll get there. If we don't have a reservation, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Do you realize how cheap hotels are here?
Yes.
$50 a night for a regular hotel. Well, the one we're gonna stay at's gonna be a little bit more than that. But that's cheap. That's like, wow, I can't believe how affordable the city is. And I'm not criticizing the people for what they wear. They're the ones paying for it. I'm just saying, like, it's culturally different for me to see that. Like, that level of stunning, I've never seen that, even in New York City or Miami or Tampa or Orlando. Like, this is like on a whole different, like the clothing game out here is like on a different level, and that's okay. It's just different. I'm not criticizing it. Don't think I'm criticizing. I'm just letting you guys know our first impression to the city. You know.
Look, baby, Swamp Kings.
You like the name of the businesses out here, don't you?
I do.
All right. It seems very clean, those are the two words I would use to describe the city so far. Calm. It reminds me of Tampa.
This is like a place I want to be.
Yeah.
Like, I like it.
It's like a Tampa. And now we still have to see what the worst parts of it look like and how traffic looks like in the daytime. This is just our first impressions at night.
They got, like, Cajun here.
It doesn't feel dangerous at all.
It got, like, food. And you know how I am about food.
I can see that.
They have something called Dutch Brothers here. They told me it's better than Starbucks.
Okay, well, right. Oh, you see that? You can buy an army tank. Do you catch that? That dealership had an army tank. People in Texas are like, you know what? This F950 is just not big enough for me. Let's run down to the military supply tank store and see if they have a MiG-16 or something we could rig up for you. Because these F950s, they're just not big enough for everyday commutes. Interesting that they have all those trailers there and they're not using.
I think if you were to drive that around, like, you'd attract some kind of attention.
Enthusiast. You can buy it though. Lower truck right there, man. They do a lot
But
of
can
truck
you
loading.
drive it around?
Yeah, you can drive around military trucks. Why not? I'm sure the insurance has got to be hectic on it.
No, in like the tanks.
No, you can't drive a tank. It has to have
Yeah.
wheels.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people drive the military equipment all the time. Private.
I knew about you could do that, but the tanks.
But this truck is shifting like crap. But if the transmission temperature is low, we're nothing to worry about. 131, that's about average. 129. So the transmission is cool. It's not hot.
The engine and transmission are meant to haul, and you're not hauling.
Yeah, so it's kind of like.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where's the weight?
I don't know. Yeah, this is a 2500. Things are so bulky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to driving cars that are immaculately shift immaculately.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature's not hot. 127. That's actually cooling down
Mm-hmm.
as you're driving. So it's not the transmission. If it was a transmission, the temperature would immediately get high.
It is a cooler temperature than where we live.
Yeah. It could just be the engine mounts or something. It could just be nothing. It could just be the fact it's a freaking 2500.
Probably.
Yeah, and that's just the type of tank you're driving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I'm surprised by how nice it is. It's not like over the top fancy, but everything's new and clean and kind of reminds me of like Miami a lot.
I like this.
There's not that many palm trees. It's kind of like a Prattville had a baby with Miami
I like
type
it.
of place.
That sounds like a good place.
Prattville had a baby with Miami.
I like this.
Yeah. Like if Prattville and Miami had a baby, this would come out. Lowered trucks is the thing here. What caught me off guard is just it seems a lot nicer and more decent than what I imagined it being. I imagined it being like the Mexican neighborhood in Fort Myers. Like I imagine a giant Ortiz Boulevard. You know what I mean? Like I know that sounds wrong, but that's what I thought in my head. Like in my head, Houston. Let me get,
In
this looks
place,
kinda,
you got Starbucks ain't gonna be like that.
let me just take that for a cover photo just to make it look trashy. In my head,
I mean, they got an IKEA here.
yeah.
That's like millennial place. I've never
Is it
even
really?
gone to an IKEA. That's like where we're supposed to buy our furniture because we're millennials. And then it breaks 2 weeks later.
I'm not buying a Kia, okay? It's like in my mind, I'll tell you what I thought Houston was. I thought Houston was like
And I haven't
Like the
seen
Mexican
too many
neighborhood in Fort
cars.
Myers.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what I thought too. I thought
We gotta go. These are nice neighborhoods. We gotta go to bad neighborhoods to see them. Excuse me. In my mind, I imagine like the Mexican neighborhood of Fort Myers, like that, but like 100 times bigger. Like there would be like taco stands and people like in bicycles and no, this is a whole lot more like decent.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to go that way or this way?
You were supposed to keep left.
Well, you don't have it on GPS. You're not telling me I'm driving.
But you can still do this.
I can still keep going.
Yeah.
That was like an overpass. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going. You see what I want to do though, right? Instead of going through those.
Yes, I see the incentive.
You see
Turn right onto I-10 frontage road east.
Ignore what it wants you to do.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, there's no homeless people underneath this bridge or nothing. This is kind of like a Hialeah for Mexicans. It's very nice. I imagine like that Mexican neighborhood in Fort Myers where like there's just like taco stands and the sidewalk's not paved and like, you know, like somebody's trying to sell you a taco or I don't know, I have a very like prejudice concept in my mind. And then I gave him like, yo, it's like Miami or something, you know, like or Charlotte. This is like in my mind this feels like a Greenville cross with Prattville crossed with Miami type of place, you know, like that. That's what it feels like. I imagine a like Ortiz flea market crossed with like Hialeah. And maybe there's parts of Houston that are like that, but
I would like to find that.
How did you envision Houston? Like, how was what was your mind telling you?
There's Starbucks here.
Wow, you are very uncultured.
I don't know. I thought like it'd be like
Continue on I-10
Kensington?
east for 1 mile.
Oh my, you thought it'd be that bad?
Head north on Highway 6
Wow,
north
there's
toward
one bicycle
I-10
sitting
frontage
there.
road west.
Oh, that's a homeless guy.
Continue on Highway
It's a
6
major
north for
city.
2
But if you pay
miles.
attention, the homeless guy's got a vest on. Okay, you can go, buddy.
he was like inspecting the food that was given to him.
Yeah, he was like, make sure, like, yeah, it seems like he was very,
Very like
I'm homeless,
lieutenant. Yeah.
but I'm wearing a vest so you can see me. I'm gonna sit down on a bucket. I'm not gonna stand.
Like I'm gonna make sure you're giving me good food and
Yeah.
like
Even the homeless people look decent here.
Yeah.
Basically, like he's all shaved up and he's like he's looking at his clock. Man, it's almost 11. Just 5 more minutes of this. You know, like either that or Florida's really gone down the toilet, bro.
I think it's the Florida thing.
But Texas is so weird, bro. Like, this is so different. This has nothing to do with the part of Texas we saw on our last trip. We were in Northeast. We saw like Texarkana and like.
People have been saying different parts of Texas are different things.
Give me my gummies.
Yes.
My edibles.
You mean your beach ball vitamins with ginger?
Yeah, my edibles. Those aren't edibles?
No.
What are you can't say they're edibles? These aren't called edibles?
No. Edibles have
PVC or something? Oh crap, people think oh no.
Yeah.
I've been telling people how well edibles have been doing for my stomach.
You've been oh my gosh. Who have you told this to?
Oh, I got some explaining to do. Like, man, these edibles are great for my stomach. And my friends were like, okay, this doesn't seem like something you do. I'm like, yeah, man, it's great stuff. You can get it at Walgreens. My friend's like, you're getting edibles at Walgreens. I'm like, yeah, you can get edibles at Walgreens, man. It's great for your stomach. And they're like, what? Exactly. So these aren't called edibles.
No. Vitamin gummies.
Oh, I did a stupid thing, didn't I?
You've done a lot of them lately, but
Just stop the list.
you don't. Oh my gosh, Jose.
I thought these things were called edibles.
No, they're called vitamin gummies.
Oh, man.
In half a
gonna be like the
Turn right
bear
onto Patterson
lift.
Road.
No, you better not tell the parallel story. I'll kill you.
So we're in Leesburg, Florida,
Oh, you better watch that story.
at a lake.
Turn right onto Patterson Road.
Jose and I are sleeping on the back of the truck bed, waiting for the pigeons to be released because this
Oh,
was.
you're gonna tell my bear lift story?
Yep,
I can't believe you.
you've
You
told
actually-
some stories on me.
Right. But you're gonna tell the most embarrassing story you know about me.
That's not the most
Why is
embarrassing.
there like a field here? Where's it, like a golf course or something?
Jose hears. He's like, Katie, there's a bear. Get in the truck.
Don't make me look like a fool. The whole night there's like this growling. We're sleeping in Leesburg, Florida. Now I gotta tell the story, dang it. Because the way you're gonna tell, you're gonna make me look like an idiot. I gotta tell a story in a way that makes me sound like it made sense.
There's no.
Because you're gonna tell a story.
Oh,
you're gonna,
cool. There's a place called up here. Once we pass this bridge thing, there's a place called Florida Cuba. Across from it is Paisas Chicken Colombian
Que hola, city.
and Taquerias Andes
Okay, so there's a Spanish hood.
and
okay,
Ris or Alda
Spanish suburb, basically. Oh, look at that squatted thing going that way, bro.
Risser Alta Bakery.
Okay, so it's a bunch of Spanish crap, basically.
Mhm.
Man, I can't believe how nice the Spanish areas are out here. I'm telling you, like,
Old
I
Town Kolaches.
right. People in the South want you to believe
Mhm.
that all Spanish areas have to be bad and dirty and poor. But that's because it's in the South. Go to decent parts of the country, like New York City. We went to some amazing areas that were Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Spanish people want you to, or people in the South, they want you to believe. And the reason places in the South that are Spanish are poor is because they don't get an opportunity. You know?
There's a place called Abuelitas Pupuseria y Restaurante
Nice.
next to Gran Colombia.
Oh, dude, that's a lot of Spanish business.
I know.
Colombian,
Quarter mile.
Salvadorian.
Turn right onto Clay Road.
Ignore it.
So this is all like a Latin area. So all those businesses
Yeah.
are Latin.
Like, there is really good businesses
No
out
litter.
there.
I'm really curious why hotels are so cheap here.
Turn
Maybe
right onto Clay
because
Road.
of the time of year,
I don't know.
or
Who knows? It's really cheap right now to be used. Not sure.
Head north on Highway 6 North. Continue on
Spanish
Highway 6
seafood
North for 2
restaurant.
miles.
Wow, dude, this is so cool.
yeah,
It's so neat and orderly and clean. Like, I've never seen a Spanish district this nice.
your dad would love this.
Yeah. Look at that right there. Paisa food truck.
Yeah.
Colombian food truck.
Yeah.
Like in Fort Myers, bro, our Latin district looks like crap.
Mm.
Like, this is an embarrassment to Fort Myers.
And there's like Starbucks and stuff on the street.
Yeah. Look how clean the Spanish district is. This is makes Fort Myers look like an embarrassment. Honestly.
Flaming Cajun.
Look what's across the street, yeah. And it's Starbucks.
Starbucks. And then on the corner is El Compa Western Wear.
Compa Western wear.
In the same plaza as the
There's a
Starbucks.
I'm telling you, bro. This is like Alabama had a baby. This is probably Alabama had a baby with Miami. Bro.
I am like loving this
It's like-
every
it's like
mile we
halfway-
go.
Yeah. Like, this is like a whole different beast. This has nothing to do with the part of
Continue
Texas
on
we were
Highway
in.
6 North for 5 miles.
The part of Texas we were in was not like this. It was definitely more different in a bad way.
Yeah.
No wonder. Like, if I thought that the whole of Texas was like what we saw up there, then I was like, oh.
If we had just come here, I
That's-
wouldn't have gone back to Florida. I would have.
That's why
come
everybody
here. Yeah.
that we met in Texas and Alabama,
Yep.
black and Spanish, were moving over here. A lot of people in Alabama that met black and Spanish are moving to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's really Zacatecas Tortilleria,
Oh my gosh.
chicken and seafood. What's it called?
Louisiana fried chicken.
Louisiana. What? Bro, this is super nice, man. This is nothing like I imagined. It's so clean.
This is where we need to be.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Dude, this is so far from family. They'd all have to, at least the important ones would have to move over here.
From what I can see, your dad would be here tomorrow if we told him about.
Not this weather. It's 48 degrees outside.
Mhm.
He would hate this. Look at all the Latin food trucks. So in the daytime,
Mhm.
it's Sunday night. Like, imagine in the daytime
Mhm.
how nice it would be when everybody's out and about. Like, this is just, you know.
Yeah.
This looks like Tampa, but like, it's like a very Latin Tampa. Well, Tampa's Latin, but it's only got like 2 main groups. Here you got more variety. Tampa's like Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Colombians.
This is like the type of place your dad would like bear the
A
winter
lot of
for.
Corollas here. I've
Yeah.
noticed there's a lot of Corollas. You know what I also noticed? The phone signal was incredible. Phone signal was on point. Love the trucks in this city. I like it, man.
Skechers outlet.
Yeah, there's a lot of shopping here.
Mhm.
Maybe I can get my first Balenciaga. And I can fit in. Those Cubans were looking at us like, these are not from here.
Mhm.
Like, we're not wearing $800 t-shirts. We're not from here.
I'm not wearing that.
One dude, I don't know if you caught, one dude was trying to make a drug deal with us, but the other dude was like, nah, bro, she looks like an American lady. They were trying,
Yeah.
they were trying to like plug me in or something. I don't know what they were
Yeah.
doing. But they're like, nah, bro, she looks American. Don't talk to them. Like, one dude was like, that guy looks like he'd be in the business, bro. They looked at me and they're like, this guy's in the
Oh my-
business. This guy's in the business, bro. Like, this isn't
Yeah.
Cuban. Like, there's 2 Cubans like debating whether they should do a drug deal with us. I'm like, I felt like saying, dude, we're not in this business. He's
Oh,
looking
because
at
I
us,
talked to the one guy and I said thank you because he was.
opening the door with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were like debating whether they were gonna do a drug deal with us, and I'm like, should I just tell them we're not doing that either way?
Coney Island.
Yeah.
I belong here.
Yeah. I think you would have some weight problems. I mean, you already got them. I mean,
Taco Cubano.
you'd end up on that 600-pound live TV show if you moved over
It's
here.
based out of here. The doctors are here.
I can see why it's based out of here. Pep Boys, Jack in the Box. So listen.
Yeah.
Like the Cuban guys were like, "Yo, dog, like, let's go talk to this guy, man. He looks like he'd be like a business type." You know what I mean? Like, and then like, I can tell the city's like on the low key, super gangster because the guy's like, "Let's go talk to that guy, bro. Let's meet him. It looks like he's got Florida tags, bro. Let's go talk to him, right?" Like they're looking at our car. He's like, "Yeah, he came out of that truck with the Florida tags, man. Let's go do some business with him." I'm like, "That's not what I'm in town for, but sure." And then they're like, "Nah, but the girl looks like she's American." She's like, "That fat girl's American." Like, there's no way a Cuban girl got that big. So like the one guy's like, "Dang, man, they got Florida tags, man. Let's link up with them." And then the other guy's like, "Bro, like, she's American. We can't do business with Americans." Like, dude, that was like the most hilarious interaction. Like, this is with an earshot of me. Like, they're debating whether we're cool enough to do.
Even I could hear it and understand it. Yeah.
He was like, "Es americana, man, es americana, no podemos, bro."
I was like trying not to crack up.
I look really nasty. Why do
What?
people always think I'm like the most gangster? I could be like wearing a pink t-shirt and a turtleneck and people would be like, "Look at him, he's a complete dog." I have like the most
That's
negative.
what my family thought. Like,
Yeah, I could have. Well, I was wearing baggy pants and blasting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can understand why they thought that.
Well, my dad thought you became his son the day.
We got married.
Yeah, he loved you. He'd go places. He wouldn't be like, "This
Your
is
dad
my
was
son."
real, man.
He's like, "This is my son."
Yeah,
My
he was
son.
proud of me.
Yeah.
But not everybody felt that way in your family.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
In a quarter mile,
A little
turn
bit of
right
fog
on
on the
West
windshield.
Road.
So the road, we're coming in from north like I asked you to?
Yes, sir.
Right. All I can say is I like Houston, and I gotta step my clothing game up a whole like 10 notches to live here.
Balenciaga.
See how- But they were like, "Well, bro, this is-"
Kroger.
They're like, "Bro,
Kroger, baby, Kroger.
yeah, they're like, let's link up with these people, bro. Look, he's got Florida tags." And I'm sitting there like, the other guy said, "No, papi, somos americana, brother. Yeah, americana,
And he was
americana."
right. Yeah.
And I'm like, you can do this openly in a restaurant? The guy was like, no, bro, that's Hispano Americana. And then they walked back twice and kind of looked at you. I was like,
Yeah.
what? They're like scoping Katie out. I'm like,
So I just like, I knew I had to like speak English.
if you have.
It was like one of those situations where I know I'm gonna have to speak a lot of English. So
Oh, snap.
I was just randomly saying things to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they could tell I was Cuban, but they're like, you're. I guess if I have an American wife, I can't join the business, bro. They're like, no, eso es americana, serio, estás loco. It's like when you have Florida tags, everybody just assumes
Like you're,
everywhere. It's like when we lived in Alabama, you told people you're Cuban, they think you're Tony Montana. The only references they have about Cubans are Pitbull and Tony Montana. That is not good.
I would tell half of them, like, go watch I Love Lucy, and you'll see that most Cubans are more like Ricky Ricardo than Tony Montana.
Yeah,
Because Ricky Ricardo was just a good guy,
yeah.
a nice guy, who sang in a band.
Well, that's not what they thought. In Alabama, everybody was like either Pitbull or the only thing they've ever heard about Cubans are Pitbull and Tony Montana. This way? Straight?
Yeah, we can do that. It'll fix it in a moment.
Beautiful city, man.
This is like a neat city.
It's very clean, very nice. This is like a Hispanic Prattville, which is what I was looking for. Look how clean everything looks.
Yeah.
Really defies my expectations by far. Really cool city, man. I guess we could do a moving to Houston video. See if that hits the internet pretty hard.
There's gonna be something called Fallbrook Drive. You can take that.
How many Ghana, bro?
In a mile. You'll see the Walmart.
In Alabama, I had the same thing happen everywhere I went in Alabama. And people were like, "Oh, you're Cuban, bro. Hey, hey, come have a barbecue with us, or here's a burger." I'm like, why are you trying to be cool with me? Because all the real gangsters in Alabama, like when you meet like real gangsters in Alabama, they're always like trying to like buddy up with you, and they're always trying to be super friendly. And I know why they're trying to do it, and I'm like, nope. I never told you guys this, but when I was in Alabama, I actually had a lot of people that wanted to become kind of allied with me, and I'm not gonna ally myself with any criminal organization or people that do bad stuff, you know. But when I was in Alabama, I had a lot of people that offered to protect me from there's people trying to hurt me and stuff. There's other people trying to offer me protection. I passed on all of that, you know. I don't get involved in any of that stuff. Lone wolf out here, y'all. I'm as nice as a lamb if I have to be.
Because it's like with people, like they want.
Am I trying?
No, you were supposed to stay in this lane, honey, because you're
How far ahead?
like half a mile.
Okay, so. Anyways, in Alabama, so many people that I met, the only thing that they can think about when you say you're Cuban is those two things. It's really hard to shake that, you know.
It's not here yet.
Definitely not.
Quarter mile, turn right onto Fallbrook Drive.
Is that it right there? Or
That's
like,
Windermere.
It's really hard to shake that reputation, man. Like that's not who I am. And in Alabama, so many people, that's the only references they have.
Yeah.
When you
they
tell
just
somebody you're
assume.
Cuban, they think, oh, Tony Montana and Pitbull. I'm like, yo,
Turn right onto Fallbrook Drive.
no. It's just like a big road, or is it kind of darkly? It's not very well lit. So.
Continue on Fallbrook Drive for half a mile.
All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go at 30 minutes. I'm making a nice, sharp, round video. Houston, at least the northwest corner around these roads, is really nice.